Yeah. Hey, listen. There it was. How's everyone doing? It is Monday. Yeah. Rags! How's it going? Yeah! Hey, Algani. Bruno Romanos, Hendrik West. How's it going? You were expecting me. Good. Good on you, man. Hey, Ericky. Monday morning, I mean, obviously, Monday morning is the best day of the week. And how you're doing doesn't necessarily mean I hope you're all happy. How you doing is at what level are your emotions? No, Eric, it's not just Eric. It's Ericky. I'm not. It's a hard time remembering, like, someone is called, like, potato pie, and then they say, no, my name is John. And alright. Potato pie is John. Ricky is Eric. Captain Jetlag is Eric. and then, you can't. I'll just read the nickname, and that's it. That's awesome, Rags. Yeah, ZBrush is tricky, but when you learn it, it can be really fun. Hey, Orion. Thank you. Yeah, I think Mondays is definitely golden ticket days. We'll see if any other day during the week, but hey, Amir, how's it going? Thanks, Belial, for the auto host. Hey, Georg, welcome. Good morning, sir. Good evening, sir. Ricky, yeah. Eric 57. Örjan. Yeah, well, Örjan, I mean, I could go Eric. I think that's easy enough to know. I just need to cut the half off. Same with Örjan. Hey, Ohms. Hey, Tonku. How's it going? Alright, let's get going. The general idea for this one is hey, Quentin Algani. I would say there's a bunch of free ones that are really good. The names elude me what they're called. But there are a bunch of them out there. Octane, is that one? Or is that just a render engine? Rags, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Mudbox is great for like ZBrush type modeling. Blender, there we go. Blender is a good. It's a free one, I think. Yeah, Octane is a render engine. That's right. That's right, Rags. All right, let's start the timer. Let's get it on. Yeah, it's free, Blender. So I mean, the problem with, let's say, Maya or the likes is that it's crazy expensive. Unless you go the cheeky bricky way of pirating it, but that's not, it's not great. Yeah, 3D code is great as well, but it's a little bit of a learning curve on 3D code. But all in all, it's really, really powerful as well. What 3D code is great for is that kind of sketching, prototyping in 3D, while ZBrush is way more complicated and it was the name convoluted, but convoluted in a positive way, not negative way, if that's possible. But like ZBrush is so complex. I guess complex is better than convoluted. Um, that you can do and be so precise that is really, really powerful when you do know what you're doing. But if you just want some rapid prototyping, I'd say 3D code is way more efficient than that. But um, if you know one program, the other one is easy to pick up. You know, if you know ZBrush, 3D code is easier to pick up because you know the basics, you know the basic understanding. Yeah, exactly, Henrik. Sophisticated. Yeah, me and sometimes English words they just don't play along. Hey, thanks, Japan. Well, good morning. Hey, Legion Reaper. Nice of you to delurk. Yeah, mudbooks. I used to do a lot of mudbooks many years ago, like around 2006, 2007, 2008. No, 2006, 2005. I used to love it. It was such um, a great feeling to like mess around in mudbooks. Because back then, I don't know how Mudbox is today, but back then Mudbox had like three buttons at the top, and then just a ball in the center of the screen. Super groovy, rags. That's a great analogy of ZBrush. I love cold coffee, so maybe I enjoy that analogy even more. But yeah, Mudbox used to be. I used to love it. And what I did was spend half an hour doing a model in Mudbox, and then half an hour in Photoshop to paint on top by making it elaborate and material definitions and so on. Hey, Chisran, how's it going, man? Good morning, sir. Good morning. Wow, Chisran, what a nice a play day. I love that kind of stuff. You know, like when you play those games and try to break it. That's the one of the cool parts of that work. Hey, Red Clay, how's it going? Nice art on Discord, by the way. Urian, yeah, I mean, Mudbox is hey, Quentin Art. Thanks for the follow, man. Now we have two Quentins. How many Erics? We have five Erics. So it's Eric Mui. Captain Jetlag is an Eric, right? And is Bose also an Eric? Thanks, Quentin Art. Much appreciated. It's a little bit of a fun illustration I'm pinning on. Just as a caveat, to the looks of this is I'm just putting down the base. Like I'm trying to put down something to bite on, right? And then I'll start. One thing I kind of don't like with this painting is it is a little, the lighting is a little bit weak in that sense. I want to give it way more oomph, and the palette for me might be a little bit too wide. I want to kind of make it a little bit whatever. It's gonna come with time. It'll be good. So what I'm doing now is just I think every Monday I'm going to paint on this one, and then the rest of the week most likely I will be going back to the standard random 30-minute drawings for you guys, so you guys can suggest topic and so on. So that's tomorrow. For those new, I usually do a 30-minute drawing on a random topic. I roll the dice based on your suggestions, and then I start the timer and I draw something for 30 minutes. And then I tend to host someone else or raid someone else after the stream. And then rinse and repeat every day. So for those who are new, this is season 3, as in 3rd year I'm doing daily streams. If you want to catch up on most of them, there's links underneath. Quentin, you have to fight to the death who is allowed to be Quentin. Hey Zielin, good morning. How are you? John Bauer, yeah. It's definitely very John Bauer-esque, but not completely John Bauer. Red Clay, yeah. Hey Kirill, how's it going? Generally, like, if you're doing gradients or layer different layer settings, you know, like overlay or color dodge or whatever, you need something to bite onto, right? Some gradients, that pre-existing gradients, so that you can tweak the gradient with the layer setting. Or not. If you want a black or blank gradient, the layer setting will act in a different way, right? Because it doesn't have pixels to bite on. But how I usually do it is that I add context, right? I add information for the layer settings to bite onto in a specific way. I push and pull color and light almost like a post process, like for movies, right? You shoot the movie is very grayed out, you know, naturally captured movie clip, right? And then you do post-processing on top, stronger color, bloom there, or whatever, and then you get a final picture that has the default state underneath with the post-processing on top. Because if you have, it's easier to add than to remove, right? So I'm just adding, and then I can tweak and push and pull post. I don't like do it perfect first time around. I play around with it quite a lot because I enjoy the process of painting. Hey, cow on the plane. 16th cow on the plane. How's it going? Henrik. Yeah, but I mean, look at, there's a lot of really cool websites where you can get raw movie data, and then check the post processing on top. Estonian. Oh no, it's like you start falling for one step, and then next one. No, it's. But the thing is like what you're kind of grasping is that you're lacking in some of the fundamentals. That you're going, oh shit, I can't learn this because I need to learn this first. What you got to do is focus on learning the basics at the same time as you're learning figure drawing. You know, there's study and application of study, right? And don't just copy. One thing to do is like, okay, you gotta learn to draw in perspective. Go and draw boxes in perspective or cylinders perspective. Then you go to the life drawing and don't copy like line what you see of the model. Look at the model and go, okay, if that would be a cylinder or if that part would be a box, how would I draw it down here? And then you look like, okay, so perspective would be kind of like that. And that's a big problem with a lot of people who what they're doing when they're doing studies is that they're doing a one-to-one copy. You shouldn't do that. You should study what you're drawing, not copying what you're seeing. Right? You need to understand it and learn it, and that's why a lot of people struggle with learning is because they become great copy machines, but they don't understand what they're drawing, so they can't apply the knowledge freely beyond the point of copying something. And you can see that in a lot of people, like they can paint something beautiful when they're using reference, and then that you go, now you can't use reference, paint something. And then they go, I don't know how to do that. It's because they don't understand what they're looking at. I mean, nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with using a reference, don't get me wrong. But there's a point of basic where you get to the basic understanding, and then beyond that, on top of that, like how, like I can make an arm with made up muscles because I understand the principle of push and pull in the muscle system of the skeleton, right? I don't need to look at the arm to understand the principle of it. But at the beginning you go, what is, I don't know what this is. I don't know the shape. How is that shape in perspective? And that's, you know, it's such a complicated thing, an arm. But you copy, not but you copy the silhouette of the arm and thinking, now I have drawn an arm. Now you've drawn the symbol of an arm. You don't understand it. You don't fully grasp the aspect of it, you know. So do both. Do all, you know, understand what you're drawing. Don't copy what you're drawing. Bjork, yeah, it's super fun. Yeah, color and shading is a completely different beast. Um, that's a whole different set of problems to solve. Last year, I did maybe a month of not a month, but yeah, a couple of weeks with on James Gurney. I was reading the book at the time, and I was doing gamut mask paintings and playing around with the concept of a gamut mask and understanding color and shape and so on. So if you want, go to season 2. YouTube link is underneath. Season 2, somewhere kind of close to the beginning of season 2, I was messing around with gamut masks. You can clearly see it on the thumbnails, like very colorful. There's a Cheshire cat, there's a steampunk giant, stuff like that. It's really, really interesting, and it's a great way to try. You can try it yourself. Quentin Art. Maybe. I was talking to the organizers. I were at the first 2 workshops, doing lectures, or first three like workshops. I might. It's not announced or fully set in stone, but I might be doing demos at the industry workshop this year. More on that when it comes. I think on the demos, if I'll be doing them, it's most likely I will be going into it and doing demos. I will be doing like sci-fi monster creature designs, live demos, just random monsters, not like cute trolls or anything. Just show some skills, being a little bit more focused than sitting and rambling on stream. You know, do some proper like work level of like professional work level attention or whatever you can say. Orion, that's awesome, man. Miller, that's hilarious. Let me know if you need any photo reference. I can. But yeah, I might. Most likely, it looks like I will be going to industry workshops. Cool. I haven't been to the last three, I think, or two or three, but they're good guys. Two of four of the original organizers worked at Opus, which is cool. You know, good guys. They're really nice people. Oh, really, Arian? Oh, IFCC is more very casual and very party orientated, or like networking. Industry workshops, they tend to be way more business, like more hardcore. Quentin, yeah, man, it's awesome. Oh, hello, Captain Jetlag. Hello. How's it going, man? How are you? Yeah, I mean, you will experience a completely different workshop than IFCC. IFCC is great, good fun, lots of cool talks, very relaxed environment. Industry workshop. I haven't, like I said, I haven't gone to the last two or three, so now I don't know how they are. But I do know that they're way more professional, way more heavy on education, schedule. You get free breakfast, free beer after the workshop. You know, just they're running a super tight ship. So prepare. If I mean Mike Hill is there, right? There's way too many cows in this motherfucking plane. Hendrik Vest. Industry Workshop is very arts related, and now this year I think they're gonna have programming as well. I think like super massive, crazy workshop. Oh yeah, this workshop at industry workshops, you'll definitely get way more business opportunities. They have a what's it called, recruitment section usually in the workshop. Like a huge part of the workshop is a room full of businesses that sits and looks for people to hire. So they usually they're super good for business. Captain Jetlag, yeah, it's a curse word, so it got I needed approval. No one is modding for me, Captain Jetlag. I am doing the modding. Orion, yeah, I mean they are awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be good fun if I'm going, but it looks like I'm going. But yeah, more news about that when it's announced, if it's announced. Captain Jetlag, there's a workshop in London called Industry Workshops. So if you just Google it, Industry Workshops, I can Google it for you. Industry Workshops London. Bam. Here you go. Industry Workshop. They are super, super pro. There's a link. You're lazy, Captain Jetlag. That's no news. But Jama, Kamen, Simon Holmendahl, Max Berman, Lisha, Raphael, they announced even more. This is the latest. There they got crazy lineup of people. Mike Hill is probably the best lecturer ranter in the industry, and Henrik will be doing a demo. It's good stuff. You'll definitely enjoy that workshop. It's super pro. But yeah, that workshop. If you're interested in business and getting hired and learning, like hardcore learning, I would say that's the workshop to go to. IFCC in Croatia is great for networking, meeting new people, hanging out with the like working professionals, because what happens in these bigger workshops like industry workshops is that it becomes so business, right? And all the pros, they tend to be oversaturated because it becomes like this big thing. They have to be professional. It's really hard to relax and just enjoy yourself, while IFCC is laid back. If you ever been to IFCC, all the pros are sitting outside the workshop halls and having coffee or a beer and drinking and relaxing. At industry workshops, it's such a high pace that they tend to occasionally hide away or always be busy with something, and so it's a lot more hardcore. And you can't really fully relax in the same way as IFCC does allow you to. So it's different kind of workshops. So if you go to IFCC, it's networking, friends for the future, hanging out with the lecturers, hanging out with the demo people, in a very creative environment. Industry workshops is business, bam, 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 get hired. Hey, Flow Wizard. Hendrik. Captain Jetlag. No, I'm not an organizer. Listen, I'm way too busy to set up a workshop myself. I don't mind being in a workshop or helping out on a workshop or being a lecturer. I mean, I've done that multiple times. But I can't. I can't organize. I'm way too busy. I just can't do it. I mean, I have a issue doing a. I mean, I'm streaming. I'm working. Father of two. Disabled kid. Multiple projects on the side. Video games. There's beer to be had. No, actually, I stopped drinking. I don't drink anymore. I would love to. In an ideal situation, I would do it, but I just can't. I just don't have time for it. Cow on the plane. Oh, brother, join Discord, and if you want. Special deal. If you subscribe, you'll get a specific a sketchbook section in the Discord where I will spend extra time giving feedback and so on. Otherwise, on like share your art section in the Discord, I do give feedback as well, but it's way less frequent. It's like a little bit of a thank you if you have time. Like if you subscribe to this channel, it's like a little bit of a thank you, like thanks for the support, thanks for helping the community. I'll spend a little bit extra time on giving you feedback more than usual because you're helping the community grow by financially making it stable, this venture, right? But generally, there is a 2-week challenge on Discord, which is an open 2-week challenge for anyone who wants to join. It's a theme every 2 weeks that you post, and after those 2 weeks, I will pick my top 3 favorites and spend a time on the stream doing painovers and critique and breaking them down where you made mistakes or so on, and then after that there's a new 2-week challenge, and you guys get 2 weeks to paint something, and then after those 2 weeks is up, I pick my favorites and do painovers, or where I think maybe there could be a lot of things said in the paintover, and that will be done live on the stream. Flow Wizard, yes. My brushes are on Discord in the useful resources section. Somewhere at the top. Yeah, Captain Jetlag. It's a very... you notice it quite a lot how much alcohol you drink. But for me, the biggest difference is the physical. I feel very even, like I don't have a bad day in terms of physicality. Like how you're hangover and it's like drains you. Red Clay. No, the 2-week challenge is a theme every 2 weeks. So this 2-week challenge, I just posted it yesterday. The topic is, or the theme is, Star Throne. Mashup between Game of Thrones and Star Wars. So you can take it however you want to do it. If you want to do an illustration, if you want to do a character design, whatever you want to do creatively, It's up to you. It's no rules. The idea of 2 week challenge is to help us all grow together, right? So share the journey, do some studies, or whatever you want to do with this 2 week challenge. It's just a focused way of spending your time, because it's so easy to be distracted and not do productive things. Right, time's up. Eric, yeah, possibly. Crystalleros, alright, I'll look into it. Libera I'll copy that and Google it. Libera I'll set it up, if possible. Well, Eric, I am old, so older. So what's Sanja? Whoa! What's Sanjasa doing? She's painting another cat. Sorry, Sanjasa. Oh, he's doing a portrait. Oh, that's cool, man. I saw that. That could be cool. All right, let's raid him. Maybe not. He turned that angle and I was like, ee. Or her. Let's see who's on creative. Is there anything? Tits and ass. All day, every day. Tits and ass. Someone doing 3D? That's pretty cool. Is that actually an ass? Oh, come on. God damn it. Slim pickings, man. Alright, we're gonna raid Zombie World Order. So Zombie World Order, is that Zombie World Order? Yeah. Have a great one, everyone. See you guys tomorrow morning. Have a fantastic day. Good night. Thanks you all for the follows and all the support. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys.